There we go. The biggest change in my own performance I've ever seen was from a mouse mat. You know, going from a bad one to a good one, because I just thought, you know, it's a mouse mat. It's who cares? But the difference was ridiculous, and it made my like £25 mouse into a really good mouse. Anyway, Gloop is random. He was Terran last game, and I don't remember he was random because he used to play Terran, but now he's random. And he's pausing because of mouse problems. He needs a cat to handle the mouse problems. Yeah, JTV does lag, but we're working on getting a partner channel for this sort of stuff, because lots of people in the EU get lag with JTV stuff, and with the partner channel it's one of those ones where you get the options to do, like, you get the lower resolution, so you get 240, 360 and 480 options, which definitely help with the lag issues, because JTV's servers to Europe, you know, they've still got a pretty bad connection. It's a lot better than what it was about 2 months ago, but still, because I'm streaming above 480p, depending on where you are, you might have a perfectly good connection, but it still might just suck. So we apologise for that, but all this will be, I'm going to be cutting and highlighting the video for this, and it's going to go up on YouTube, so don't worry too much if you like miss out and it's not too watchable. It's all going to be there for later view, particularly so these poor people can watch themselves play, and I can mock Squindy for doing a 4-gate with one zealot. Anyway, more about this game, you know, the game that's in front of us. So Gloop, I'm not sure how happy he's going to be about these positions. He's obviously going to gas before pause, so it's going to be a speedling build, mainly because he's in close positions right here, and 15 hatching, although it's possible, it's a lot of people aren't very confident in being able to hold off the stuff that could follow up, you know, maybe a 2-gate. You know, cannon rushing isn't as popular anymore because of the ramp difference, but people will still do it. See Combat X. But he's going to do a speedling build. I imagine it's going to be into an expand. I can't see him one basing, but he's probably going to safe expand, put down the hatch, sacrifice an overlord, see what Protoss is doing, and all that jazz. Now, Protoss made a zealot before a cybernetics fall. That's kind of interesting. And he's only got 2 guys on gas. So I'm not sure if this is deliberate, but if he is teching, then his cybernetics core was pretty late, and you know, it was like 3 supply late, and he's not going to have enough gas to do anything really, because he's on 1 gas and he's only got 2 guys on it. So we could just be seeing a 4-gate again, which Gloop might be expecting, because Gloop was in his base last game and he pretty much saw the 4 gates. So, but I mean, you know, 4-gate has a lot of hassle, but when you're playing against a random player, it's, you know, it makes sense, to be honest, because you're assuming that his mechanics aren't going to be as good in all 3 races, and not necessarily be able to hold off a 4-gate. But Gloop is making a lot of drones. Look at that, 22 to 18. No, I'm sorry. Protoss has more than... here we go. Oh wow, Robo? Here comes the second gas, but that second gas is way late. He is not going to be able to get any sentries with this build. So, and it looks to me like Gloop is probably going to do some sort of 2-base roach aggression here. And he's going to be able to see it. The observer is going to be in time to see this sort of aggression. But I would really like to see at least a sentry. It's pretty crucial. And he's pretty much forgotten to put his guys in gas as well, which is going to... Oh, hello. 3 Zerglings from Gloop. Where the hell did they come from? This was not a full wall in. The Zealots went to the bottom, and he has seen this robo facility, and he wants Squindy to know that he's seen the robo facility. Now, Gloop is going to... It made Squindy look at his mineral line, so Squindy remembered to put some guys on on gas. He did kill one probe, so it's not too much, but the real deal there was the scouting information. Gloop knew there's not going to be a 4-gate coming, absolutely, and he's going to be pushing some sort of aggression with this, with these roaches maybe? No, he's going to put down a Spine Claw. Yeah, here we go. He's just going to do some pokes, because the main thing is he didn't see a sentry, and to be honest, okay, Protoss says 300 gas now, because this was so there, and wow, just going straight for it. I mean, you really have to wonder, to be honest, where the idea for one base Colossus came from, with you getting your second gas that late. And anyway, got some nice little pressure going on from Gloop here. Some focused fire from Squindy onto this front roach, but the Zealots were on hold position and did not get any hits in. And there's one Zergling and 3 roaches against these Stalkers. Squindy could micro back slightly because this roach at the bottom here is not going to be able to do any damage. And Gloop, he takes out 4 units and decides to get out of there. 4 Zerglings, 8 Zerglings coming reinforcement on 1 roach. He's really piling on the pressure here. He knows that there's a robo up, so he knows he's not going to be too gateway unit heavy, and he didn't see any sentries, so he can just march straight up this ramp. And he's focusing down the Stalkers. A little bit of mismicro there by Gloop with the Zerglings, but this focused fire on the Stalkers is doing a world of damage. Some more Zerglings coming in to reinforce, and all of a sudden Squindy is just in so much trouble. Where was the sentries? Where was the semi-full Warlock? Gloop is very adept at like abusing, well, I wouldn't say abusing, but Protoss greedy builds just falling apart to the aggression of Gloop here. I mean, this is just I would say this is what random players need to be good at, just abusing the greediness. But Squindy GG's, and Gloop takes a pretty solid 2-0 victory right there.